Okay, good evening. I would like to call the June 2nd, 2025 meeting of the Town of Cicero Zoning Board of Appeals to order. Ms. Robeson, please call the roll.
Mr. Suarez,
I forgot what I'm supposed to say. It's been a while.
are you present, sir?
Here, thank you.
Mr. Vick,
2 months.
Mr. Daniel,
Here.
Mr. Stanton.
Here. Please take note of the fire exits located in the front and the rear of this room. At this time, please silence all cell phones and pagers. Please note that tonight's meeting is being live streamed on YouTube and is also being recorded. At this time, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Has everyone read the minutes of our April 7th, 2025 meeting?
Yes.
Are there any corrections?
No.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
By Mr. Bick, do I have a second?
Bye.
Mr. Suarez, when you're ready, please call the roll.
Mr. Suarez? Yes to the motion?
Sorry. Yes, you threw me off. Sorry.
Mr. Vick,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton.
Yes to the motion. The Cicero Town Board acknowledges the importance of full public participation at all public meetings, and therefore we urge all who wish to address those in attendance to please come to the microphone located at the front of the room. At this time, I will make a motion that all actions taken tonight are type 2 actions and have a negative impact that is no impact on the environment unless otherwise indicated. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Daniels? Do I have Ms. Robeson, please call the roll. I guess I'm out of practice too.
Ready? Mr. Suarez?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Vick?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton.
Yes to the motion. We have proof that all items on tonight's agenda have been advertised as directed by law. I will briefly review the process for tonight's meeting for the benefit of those present that have never been before the Zoning Board of Appeals. Each applicant will have an opportunity to describe their project. The board will then ask questions about the project. I will then open a public hearing where people will be able to speak for or against the proposed variance. The applicant will then be given the opportunity to respond to public input and provide additional information. Board members will be allowed to ask follow-on questions. The board will then openly discuss the 5 factors that contribute to the final decision. Please note that this board does not have a pre-agenda meeting, so there is no prior discussion of cases outside of this meeting. And then finally, a motion will be made either approving or denying the requested variance, seconded and voted upon. So our first and only case tonight is an area variance for a property on 6998 Jersey Path. The owners are Dana and Ryan Dixon. If someone could please come up and address the board, talk about your project, please. You can send whoever you want to.
Myself.
Absolutely.
Hello, my name is Andy Kislicka. I'm with Arrow Fence Company. Hopefully doing a fence for these guys, and scope of the work. The reason they're here is they're trying to go across the building line, actually in line with a previous install that had gotten granted variance for. So it's just going, like I said, beyond the building line. They're just asking for a little bit more space because intentions of possibly putting a pool in the yard down the road. If they do such a thing, it leaves very, very minimal, if not any usable space beyond the pool itself.
Okay. What questions?
Steve, question for you. What is the distance over the building line on this fence?
This fence, it's most, the closest encroachment towards the street line is the 18.7 feet.
Right. But it's how many feet beyond the building line?
That would be the difference between 18.7 and 30. So it's going to be 11.3.
Okay, well, okay, I was just,
Yeah.
okay, good enough.
Yeah.
When was the variance granted for the previous fence to
I
be
think
beyond
he's
the
referring
building
to,
line?
there was a fence that the board saw, across the road from this one.
There's two. Oh, sorry.
So it was brought to my attention when, with this, you're talking about the property behind?
So there's behind, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Williams property.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a variance. I looked that up and there was a fence permit issued for a fence that stayed behind the building line. But when you go by there, it does look like that fence was installed not according to what was proposed. So that's something that needs to be looked into further. But across the street, there definitely was a variance.
For the Derubos,
Yeah,
Alexis Derubo and Nick
it-
Bossy.
Bossy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Similar situation with
Yeah.
the pool and usable space.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are always tough because you wind up by code having two front yards and it's sometimes punitive for people.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm actually good too. So at this time, I will open the public hearing. Would anyone speak for this? Would anyone speak against this? This time I will close the public hearing. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna just jump right into the reviewing the 5 factors.
Sure.
Great.
So before we grant a variance or deny a variance, there's 5 factors that we have to review. The first is whether an undesirable change would be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties would be created. My answer to that is no. The proposed fence appears to be located approximately 30 to 40 feet from the edge of a roadway and will be consistent with the type and style of other fences in the area.
Mr. Suarez, do you agree?
I agree.
Mr. Bick?
Agree?
Mr. Daniel?
Agree.
Mr. Stanton?
Oh,
Oh,
yes, I said it. I
I'm
agree.
used to 4 names.
It's all right. It's good to ask me anyway. Sometimes I change my mind. Whether the benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some method feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance. Bad pun, but I was on the fence about this. My answer to this really, though, is no, after some consideration. And my reasoning is that this corner property is located on a curve that has 2 front yards. While it would be possible to follow the property line and not require a variance, this would result in a reduction of what should be considered backyard area. In addition, following the curved building line would introduce construction issues and look irregular.
Mr. Suarez?
I agree.
Mr. Bick?
Agree?
Mr. Daniel?
Agree.
Mr. No,
I still agree. Whether the requested area variance is substantial. Unfortunately, this one is yes. The requested fence would be 100% opaque where 50 is allowed. That's a 200% increase, and 6 feet high where 4 feet is allowed. That's 150% increase, but that's not necessarily a reason to deny the variance.
Mr. Suarez?
I agree, but my reasons were a little different.
Go
For
ahead.
me, it was that it was 50% taller. However, it does matches the property around. I went to visit and it matched. So, but yes, I agree.
Mr.
Agree.
Bick? Agree. Mr. Daniel?
Agree.
The fourth is whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district. My answer to that is no. And from a site visit, from my observations, I do not believe that the proposed fence location is going to affect sight lines for traffic.
Mr. Suarez?
I agree.
Mr. Bick?
Agree?
Mr. Daniel?
Agree.
The fifth and final one is whether the alleged difficulty was self-created. The answer to that is yes. The applicant is proposing to construct a fence that does not meet the requirements of the town code, but this is not necessarily a reason to deny the variance.
Mr. Suarez?
I agree.
Mr. Bick?
Agree?
Mr. Daniel?
Agree.
So with that, I will be making a motion for Dana and Ryan Dixon for their property on 6998 Jersey Path in Cicero to allow the construction of a proposed 6-foot high opaque fence located in the required front yard, which is a distance of 18.7 feet from the street line where fences no higher than 4 feet and 50% opaque are allowed. And that's with the following condition. This variance applies only to the fence layout currently on file with the town of Cicero, received May 2nd, 2025, as shown on the survey dated July 20th, 2023, recertified on March 18th, 2025, and entitled Lot 53 Lions Run. That's the end of my motion. Do I have a second? Very good.
Mr. Suarez,
Agree.
Mr. Vick.
Agree.
Oh, yes to the
Yes to
motion.
the
Yes to the
motion.
motion, sorry.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Stanton.
Yes to the motion. Motion carried. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that.
So with that,
Very nice.
our next meeting is scheduled for Monday, July 7th, 2025. Does anyone have any other business before the board? There being no other business before the board, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Very good. Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting adjourned. See everyone next month.
Thank you.
Vivian says thanks too. I love my new yard.